Some of the people who are supporting you and who have been wondering about your campaign say that in this recent mode where you've been more vocal about Donald Trump, that you have found your voice. Do you see it that way?
You know, I'm in the here and now. I'm fighting the fight. To a certain extent, it is a little liberating to be able to post up against a guy who's not qualified to be president and to share your vision about the better way. But you know what I really like? I really like having a town hall meeting where his name doesn't come up and where we get to talk about how you fixed our healthcare system and how we destroy ISIS and how we re-engage with the world.
Let's talk about ISIS. In the debate, you said that the United States must destroy ISIS before it destroys us. Do you really think that that's the level of this threat, that it can destroy the United States?
It can stop Los Angeles School District from opening for 2 days because of a random email from Germany. It can change our way of life. It can hurt our prospects economically. It can destabilize our country for sure. Will there be an army invading the United States? No, we're still capable of defending the homeland from that kind of threat. But are we capable of defending against people that are energized by this radical Islamic terrorism? That's the challenge that we face right now.
Let's talk about fighting ISIS overseas. When you laid out your plans for doing this, you said two things. You said, one, get the lawyers out of the way.
Yeah.
Too much concern about collateral damage. The lawyers are getting in the way of the people trying to prosecute the war. You also said, we want to build alliances with Arab nations.
Yes.
Can't those be in conflict, though? Isn't it the collateral damage that creates an atmosphere that makes it hard for those Arab nations to ally with the United States?
First of all, we have to apply the international norms of warfare for sure. But this president has added additional features. I mean, there's way too much involvement. We send leaflets out to the truck drivers that are sending illicit diesel fuel across the border in Turkey saying, well, if you keep doing it, we're going to bomb you. Well, I think we could assume that they're part of the ISIS network if they're doing that. Those things would send a signal to the Arab world that we're serious. That would be what we need to do. They need to understand that we're not viewing this as a law enforcement exercise. It doesn't mean that you're going to automatically just, carpet bomb Mosul, like one of the candidates had a hard time explaining why he would carpet bomb anything.
Was that a mistake for, you're talking about Senator Ted Cruz to say carpet bomb. Why is that a mistake for him to say that?
Well, because there are 800,000 people that live in Mosul. There's probably 5,000 Islamic terrorists that control the place. We're going to destroy 800,000 lives with a carpet bombing activity. This is foolish. It is absolutely foolish. And he had to back away from it. It was kind of clumsy because he's a gifted speaker. It was a little unusual to see him stumble a bit. But that's what we need to avoid. If you want to develop the coalition, as you asked, you can't talk about carpet bombing Mosul or carpet bombing held territory by ISIS that brings huge collateral damage.
You say that in the campaign, people are either not saying what they believe or they're running away from what they believed in the past because of the environment of the campaign. Is it made it?
Yeah, sure. That's the only. I mean, why else would someone change their views? And all of them have. And look, we're running for president of the United States. You got to have a heart for people. You got to understand why people are frustrated. You have to have a mind to be able to come up with creative solutions to fix the things that need to be fixed. And you got to have a spine. You got to have a backbone. Look, this is a tough job. You think it's hard to deal with angry people about immigration in a town hall meeting? Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's a lot harder dealing with Putin or President Xi and the ambitions of China, or dealing with the stagnant economy that we face. There are great challenges out here, and you need someone whose compass points north, who's willing to persuade people towards their cause rather than back away whenever there's any pressure.